I'm Todd Lewis from Fiasco Sports, reporting for the SA Footballer magazine. Today I'm joined by Shane Cooke from the Pulteney Football Club in Division 5, and he's our feature club legend of the week. So Shane, a bit of a wrap there. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you grow up playing football?
Well, I grew up playing footy at Glenelg and Flagstaff Hill, and then I moved up to Queensland, where I played up in the Queensland AFL, and then spent the last couple of years over on the Eyre Peninsula before I moved back to Adelaide.
I'm intrigued by the fact that you played in Queensland, obviously not a football state in the sense of the word. How did you find the competition up there compared to back here in South Australia, where football is almost the talk of the town?
Well, it is a little bit interesting. Their top league, there's some good footballers running around, because when I was up there, it was the year Gold Coast just came into the competition, so a lot of Victorians and South Australians were heading up there and trying to play, because there was a bigger chance that you could get looked at.
Yep.
And that's obviously one of the reasons also why I ended up going up there. A few mates went up there and we wanted to have a crack to see if we could possibly get looked at. But yeah, if you're not in that top league, it's very, nothing gets written about it in the papers. You wouldn't know about it. You wouldn't even know footy was going on. Yeah. It's all NRL up there.
Yeah. So you mentioned you were having a bit of a crack. Yeah. I'm sure your Glenelg experience helped you in doing that. Do you think you were pretty close? You gave it your all?
I did give it my all. I've been unlucky. I've had a lot of injuries, which is unfortunate for me. But at the same time, I gave it everything that I did, and it wasn't meant for me. So, unfortunately, But there's a lot of good footballers out there that also don't make it, and you see that obviously running around in our amateur comp, where we all go, he could play AFL comfortably. Yeah.
So, coming back to Adelaide now, you're at Pulteney. Yep. What made you join the Pulteney Football Club, and what is it about the place that has made you stay and get so involved?
Well, this is my first year there. I've had two mates who have been on my case, who I've known for 15 years, been on my case for the last 5 to get me to come out and play. And I thought, well, why not? I'm 27, 28, and it was just time to probably give back to a footy club. Instead of worrying about anything else, it was time to give back to a club where you can hopefully spend the next 5, 10, 15 years and helping a footy club rebuild and grow. Unfortunately, it didn't happen for us this year, but we're still looking forward to next year, and hopefully things can be a bit better next year.
How do you find the amateur league competition? Do you really enjoy the standard compared to where you've played previously?
Well, I've played a lot of country footy as well over the last couple of years. It's a little bit different. It's honestly not as physical. Country footy is brutal. They definitely like to hit the body a bit harder. So you find a little bit more space, to be honest. Out here, it's a bit quicker. People try and use skills. So that's probably the difference. And it's the same compared to up in Queensland as well. Like down here, through all amateur footy, it seems to be, it's more about pace and fitness rather than, hitting the body and tackle after tackle. So that's probably the two differences.
And what are some of your best memories from your football career? You've obviously played in a lot of different places. I'm sure there's been some good memories you've made along the way. Yeah.
There's been some crackers. Like, I still talk to people from Queensland, and I think it's the mateships that you get from the clubs. I've been, in a way, lucky enough to play at a few different clubs and learn and play under some really good coaches, which helps you then educate and pass on to the next level. Especially, like I said, we've got a really young group at Pulteney this year, so I've been able to pass on a few things that I've learned from around the traps, but definitely the friendships. I've played in a few grand finals and a few premierships, but they're great, but it's the mateships that are like, next year I've got a 10-year reunion on a premiership, so they're the things that you're going to remember for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and just on Pulteney now, there's obviously some sponsors you'd like to mention that help the club run on a Saturday.
Yep. Yeah. So Saracens are a huge sponsor for us. We get back to there. They put in a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort. We've also got Toop and Toop help out, Stilled help out. We've got a few good sponsors that are always and always there on game day too. Like, we've got a good group that are there on game day and help out there too.
Okay, thank you, Shane. I'm Todd Lewis from Fiasco Sports, reporting for the SA Footballer magazine. Today I've been joined by Shane Cooke from the Pulteney Football Club in Division 5, and he's our feature club legend of the week.